फर्स्ट विजन वेलकम्स यू टू द वर्ल्ड ऑफ सिविल सर्विसेज। फर्स्ट विजन सिविल सेवा की दुनिया में आपका स्वागत करता है। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस 2019 यूपीएससी प्रिलिमिनरी एग्जामिनेशन क्वेश्चन पेपर of General Studies Paper 1. First Vision has divided the question paper into different parts. In first part, we will take questions asked from History of India, Art and Culture and Indian National Movement. Total 15 questions had came from this part, and we can say that 4 questions were from ancient and medieval history, 6 questions were from art and culture, 5 questions were from Indian national movements. Let us first take questions which have been asked from ancient and medieval history. Question number 1. With reference to Mughal India, what are the differences between Jagidars and Jamidars? 1. Jagidars were holders of land assignments in lieu of judicial and police duties, whereas Jamidars were holders of revenue rights without obligation to perform any duty other than revenue collection. Second, land assignments to Jagidars were hereditary and revenue rights of Jamidars were not hereditary. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, option D neither 1 nor 2. Both the statements are wrong because during Mughal period two classes share power of state with Mughal emperor. They were Jamidars and the nobles. The Jamidars were hereditary owner of their land who enjoyed certain privileges on hereditary basis. They occupy an important place in empire because they helped in collection of revenue and in local administration for which they maintained soldiers. Thus, both statement 1 and statement 2 are wrong. So, option D is correct. Question number 2. With reference to forced labor Vishti in India during Gupta period, which one of the following statement is correct? Option A. It was considered a source of income for state, a sort of tax paid by the people. This statement is right because it was more prevalent in Madhya Pradesh and Kathawar region of Gupta Empire. Question number 3. Consider the following statement. 1. In the revenue administration of Delhi Sultanate, the in charge of revenue collection was known as Amil. Second, the Ikta system of Sultans of Delhi was an ancient indigenous institution. Third, the office of Mir Bakshi came into existence during the reign of Khilji Sultan of Delhi. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Option A 1 only, option B 1 and 2 only, option C 3 only, option D 1, 2 and 3. Statement 2 is wrong because Ikta system was started in 1206 by assigning small territory to military commander. Out of those revenue they can maintain themselves and their troops as well. So it means Ikta system started in 1206 itself and it was not an ancient indigenous institution. In Mughal central administration, Mir Bakshi was the head of military department. So statement 3 is also wrong. So we can say that option A 1 only is right. Question number 4. Consider the following statements. First, Saint Nimbarka was a contemporary of Akbar. This statement is wrong because Saint Nimbarka was from 13th century and Akbar was from 15th century. Statement number 2. Saint Kabir was greatly influenced by Sheikh Ahmad Sarhindi. This statement is also wrong because Sheikh Ahmad Sarhindi was born in 1563 and Kabir Das died in 1518. So Kabir was long dead before Sarhindi was even born. Which of the following statements given below are correct? Neither one, neither two. Option D is correct. Now, let us take questions which have been asked from art and culture. Question number 1. Which one of the following is not an Harappan site? Option A. Chanhudaro. Chanhudaro is an Harappan site. Option B. Kot Diji. Kot Diji is also an Harappan site. Option C. Shohagora. This is not an Harappan site because the earliest known copper plate known as Sohagora copper plate is Mauryan record. So it cannot be an Harappan site. Option D. Deshalpur. Deshalpur is right because Deshalpur was a small settlement in Kutch and had a stone and rubber wall and may have been a port in Indus Valley civilization. So option C, Sohagora is right. Question number 2. In which of the following relief sculpture inscription of Ranyo Ashoka, King Ashoka mentioned along with stone portrait of Ashoka? Option A, Kagnahalli, option B, Sanchi, option C, Shahanabazgiri, option D, Shohagora. Option A is right because in autumn of 1993, a team of archaeologists surveyed Sannai, Karnataka. Most dramatic evidence come from this place. The discovery at the site includes a broken relief sculpture showing a king and queen flanked by female attendants, and inscription in Brahmi letters read Renyo Ashoka, King Ashoka. Question number 3. Consider the following. First, deification of Buddha. Second, treading the path of Bodhisattvas. Third, image worship and rituals. Which of the above are features of Mahayana Buddhism? Option A 1 only, option B 1 and 2 only, option C 2 and 3 only, option D 1, 2 and 3. All the three are the features of Mahayana Buddhism because Mahayana followers believe in idol image or image worship of Buddha. So, statement 1 and statement 3 are correct. And the concept of bodhisattvas is a result of Mahayana Buddhism. So, 2 is also correct. Question number 4. Building Kalyana Mandapas was the notable feature in the temple construction in the kingdom of option A Chalukyas, option B Chandelas, option C Rashtrakutas, option D Vijayanagaras. Option D Vijayanagar kingdom is right because more than one mandaps were built in each temple. The central mandap came to be known as Kalyana Mandap. Question number 5. With reference to Mia Tansen, which of the following statement is not correct? Here we have to select the statement which is not correct. Option A. Tansen was the title given to him by Emperor Akbar. This statement is wrong because Tansen was the title given to him by Raja Vikramadjit of Gwalior. Let us take other option also. Option B. Tansen composed Dhrupads on Hindu gods and goddess. This statement is right because he composed many Dhrupads on Ganesh, Shiva, Parvati and Rama. Option C. Tansen composed song on his patrons. This statement is also right. Option D. Tansen invented many ragas. This statement is also right because he invented night raga, morning raga, midday raga and seasonal ragas. Question number 6. Who among the following Mughal emperors shifted emphasis from illustrated manuscript to album and individual portrait? Option A. Humayun, option B. Akbar, option C. Jahangir, option D. Shahjahan. Option C. Jahangir is right because the portraits were painted with great care of details and fineness of drawing and modeling was there during Jahangir's period. Now let us take the questions which have been asked from Indian National Movement. Question number 1. Consider the following statement about the Charter Act of 1813. First, it ended the trade monopoly of East India Company in India except from the trade in tea and trade with China. This statement is right because the company's monopoly over trade in India ended, but the company retained the trade with China and trade in tea. Statement number second, it asserted the sovereignty of British Crown over Indian territories held by the company. This statement is right because company was to retain the possession of territory and the revenue for 20 more years. Statement number 3. The revenue of the Indians were now controlled by British Parliament. This statement is wrong. Here we have to select the correct statements which are right. So option A 1 and 2 only is correct. Question number 2. With reference to Swadeshi movement, consider the following statement. 1. It contributed the revival of the indigenous artisan crafts and industries. Second, the National Council of Education was established as a part of Swadeshi movement. Which of the statements given above are correct? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, option D neither 1 nor 2. Both the statements are right because program of Swadeshi movement on August 15, 1906, the National Council of Education was set up to organize a system of education. The Swadeshi spirit also found expression in the establishment of Swadeshi textile mills, soaps and match factories, banks, insurance companies, shops, etc. Question number 3. Consider the following pairs: movements and organization leaders. First, All India Anti-Untouchability League, Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, this is right because while in jail, Mahatma Gandhi set up All India Anti-Untouchability League on September 1932. Second, All India Kisan Sabha, Swami Sahajananda Saraswati. All India Kisan Sabha was found in Lucknow in April 1936 with Swami Sahajananda Saraswati as a president and N.G. Ranga as a national secretary. So this is also right. Third one, self-respect movement, E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. This is also right. During the 1920 in South India, the non-Brahmin organized the self-respect movement led by E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. So option D, all the statements are correct. 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Question number 4. With reference to British colonial rule in India, consider the following statements. First, Mahatma Gandhi was instrumental in the abolition of system of indentured labor. This statement is right. Second, the Lord Chelmsford's War Conference, Mahatma Gandhi did not support the resolution on recruiting Indians for Cold World War. This statement is wrong. Third, consequent upon the breaking of salt law by Indian people, the Indian National Congress was declared illegal by colonial rulers. This statement is right. Which of the following statements given above are correct? Option A 1 and 2 only, option B 1 and 3 only, option C 2 and 3 only, option D 1, 2 and 3 only. Option B 1 and 3 only is correct because statement number 1 and 3 are correct. Question number 5. With reference to Indian national movement, consider the following pair. Persons, positions, head. First, Sir Tej Bahadur Sapru, President All India Liberation Federation. This is correct. Second, K.C. Nyogi, Member of the Constituent Assembly. This is also correct. Third, P.C. Joshi, General Secretary of Communist Party of India. This is also correct. Which of the following pair given above is and are correct? Option A 1 only, option B 1 and 2 only, option C 3 only, option D 1, 2 and 3 only. So all the options are correct. So option D is correct. So these are the questions which are asked from History of India, Art and Culture and Indian National Movement. In next part we will discuss about questions which are asked from Polity and Governance. Like, share and subscribe First Reason YouTube channel so that you can get notification when the second part of the UPSC 2019 preliminary examination is uploaded. Thank you and all the best.